Governor, can I come to you? Perhaps your opening thoughts on financial inclusion, and of course, if you can mesh that into the work that you are doing in Colombia. In Cambodia.
Almost. Well, thank you. And I listened with a lot of interest what Your Majesty was talking about, the definitions of financial health. I'm going to try to give a definition. I hope that it would englobes whatever you mentioned, financial inclusion and financial health. So my definition is financial inclusion is access to and usage of affordable, formal financial services in a timely manner, to your point, day to day, based on their needs with legal protection, something that you didn't mention about the legal protections. So this is what definition we give to ourselves in Cambodia when we were preparing our national financial inclusion strategies. To your point, this is not something that central bank can do alone or any single authority can do alone. We need coordination, and this is why a national policy is very important. It's get everyone involved into this process. Yeah. And so in this national policy, there are 6 focuses, 6 priorities. One is the encourage saving in formal financial institutions, which sounds sort of common sense, but not so common in many of our countries, where putting money under the mattress is more common than putting money in a financial institution. 2 is to promote innovative credit products for SMEs, so it has to be something that is suitable for them to use. Enable the expansion of payment system capability, because if you want to bring people to save in a formal financial system, that you have to have a mean that allow them to use that money, because if you expect them to travel all the way to a bank branch and withdraw money, then it beat all the purpose and nobody is going to save in a financial institution. So you need a system that allow them to make payments straight from their bank account wherever they are, whenever it is. The 4 is to improve broader access to insurance. Again, to your point about financial health. In Cambodia, at the moment, there's only 12% of the population having a health insurance versus to 70% having access to one form of formal financial services. So this is something that we want to make sure and therefore build that resilience. 5 is to strengthen the capacity of financial sector regulators. It's also important because regulators need to strengthen themselves and make sure that these financial institutions are doing a good job, that they're stable. And 6 is increased consumer empowerment protections and financial sector transparency. Again, this is for the sake of financial stability, because as regulator, promoting access and usage is one thing. It's more sort of a developmental side of central banking, but we have to also look at the broader picture, which is monetary stability, financial stability, and therefore making the financial system more transparent is something that is at the core of our work.
Yeah. So at 12%, you still have a lot of work to do. Do you find the political support that you require, or perhaps is that something that could be perhaps increased and help you to do more?
I think the national policy in itself is a strong political manifestation that they support this initiative, because it's not just central bank. As I mentioned, everyone now will have a role to play in making this strategy happen. Yeah. But I think what is lacking is education and awareness. A lot of people don't understand. People don't want to buy insurance because they don't see why they have to pay money up front. Yeah. What they don't understand is that when something happens, it's going to be bad. And we're talking here about people who are not educated at all, but I mean, as a bank regulator, I can make this allusion to, when we were facing the global financial crisis and Basel III was introduced, and that means having the financial institution to increase their capital base, etc. Nobody wanted to do because they think it's a waste of resources. But in fact, this is a form of insurance. Yeah. So if these big financiers don't want to do that, how can you imagine and explain these poor people to go and pay upfront these insurance policies?